Grammy Award has the outside gate. From the north stood in well. Canella down on the rails. They're away at the 1400. Salamondo and Canella were both slow to move, and from the north bounded out and led Fellowship Blue Paris to third in the early part on the rail. Then about a half a length away in fourth is Anchor in the red and black, followed by Salamondo getting through on the inside. A length and a half Ruby Joy, Grammy Award. Tassie Blue Gum settling next to last, and a couple of lengths last of all is Canella. It's from the north heading to the 1,000-metre mark with a goodly lead. At the best part of 3 to 4 lengths on Blue Paris second. Fellowship is a neck away third. A length and a half behind these Salamondo on the inside of Anchor are well placed, and 2 Ruby Joy. Next in the field then came Tassie Blue Gum over on the inside. From Grammy Award, who's next to last, and Canella's out 3 deep and last as they came down the side. From the north is sailing along, leading by 3 Blue Paris and Fellowship third. 2 Anchor of fourth on the outside of Salamondo, and then Ruby Joy. Still well back in the field is Canella coming around 3 deep around Grammy Award and Tassie Blue Gum on the fence. From the north is the leader, but Fellowship has closed the gap, and Blue Paris came away from the rails in the centre to challenge in the blue colours. Then Anchor, who's on one rein at the moment, wanting to hang in. They get to the 300 from the north, is tackled by Fellowship. Blue Paris a length and a half away, and then Anchor coming home reasonably. Fellowship takes the lead at the 200-metre mark from the north. Anchor is still coming home well. Fellowship the leader. Anchor is starting to lift. Fellowship has about a neck advantage. Anchor is driving home the better though, and Anchor got up and beat Fellowship on the line. From the north is third, then Blue Paris and Ruby Joy. A gap Grammy Award, Canella never came into it. Salamondo was next to last, and Tassie Blue Gum was last to finish. Damien Oliver getting the best out of Anchor on the line. Gave him a pretty hard ride in the straight. She just wanted to lay in continually, and Damien had her on one rein for much of the straight, but he's been able to lift her over the line to grab Fellowship and take the first on the card. Number 4 Anchor first, Damien Oliver. Number 5 Fellowship, Aaron Spiteri second, and 1 from the north was third. 4, 5 and 1 official. 8. Dance Music, who's returning from a spill. Recently performed well in the trial behind Royal Voyage. Trial without the blinkers, he's got them on today. He's set. And Deceive is the last. Here's Deceive coming up on the outside to complete the lineup. Deceive will be the last to come along. 1,000 metres, took the outside gate, and they're set. 3 favourites drawn over near the outside. Checkmore 3 from the outside. Away they go. He got away well. Dance Music began a little awkwardly, and away fast was Deceive on the outside. Zarovic shows some pace with Ramadan, and Malice is pushing up along the inside. Bush Outlaw got away well on the rails. They've gone 250 now, and it's Prince Baraidi's green blinkers in the centre going to the lead over Malice. Bush Outlaw the fence, and Checkmore out wide. Deceive and the Cereses just off the leading 4, followed by Dance Music and then Ramadan, and then came Prince of Rebels getting up on the inside from Zarovic, and 3 lengths to Seahorse. It's Bush Outlaw against the rails, turning in front of Malice. On their outside, Prince Baraides, followed by on the outside there, Checkmore. Dance Music didn't come around the turn very well. He's starting to balance and come wide with Deceive, but Bush Outlaw gets to the 200 metres. He's the leader by 2, Prince of Rebels. Now coming home well is Deceive and also Dance Music. Bush Outlaw grabbed by Deceive out wide with Dance Music. Deceive, Dance Music and Prince of Rebels on the rails, but Deceive on the outside has got up to win this. Prince of Rebels might be second. Dance Music is there with Seahorse rattling home on the outside from last. Then Bush Outlaw, which weakened the last 100 metres. Back behind those was Zarovic and Malice, followed by Checkmore, Ramadan, and Prince Baraides dropped out to run last. Number 3 gets it, Deceive, ridden by Darren Gauci. Number 3, Deceive, Darren Gauci wins the second on the card. Final exhibit with Brett Preble on board today moved in, and priority paid. Took the outside, so they're set to run. 1,200 metres off. Petite Falou began well on the inside. Something's Felt snagged out at the tail with Satirical Miss. As they settle down, Flame of Atlanta is settling 4th to last. And Petite Falou in front at the 1,000. About a neck Valerian in final exhibit. The outside is 3rd. Then came Ramelpa on the outside of Black Be It. A length further back is Angel Spirit. 1 further back in the field. Then Lady Arlington in the green colours over on the rail from Flame of Atlanta. Satirical Miss, priority paid. And Something's Felt is last of all running down the hill. And it's Petite Falou sailing along 2 lengths to final exhibit. Blackbee at third on the rail. Valerian over on the rails in third placing, and then a length further back in the field is Ramelpa and Angel Spirit around it. 2 lengths Flame of Atlantis, Satirical Miss, and then Blackbeard on the inside from Something's Felt. Priority Paid and Lady Arlington as they corner, where final exhibit moved up on the outside of Petite Falou and Travels the Better. Couple of lengths in front of Ramelpa, getting to third from Valerian. Flame of Atlantis getting into the clear as they near the 200, where final exhibit raced away. She's put a good gap on them, final exhibit, about 4 lengths now. Flame of Atlanta gets into second. Final exhibit the leader. Flame of Atlanta tries to reach her, but here it's final exhibit clear and wins it by 2 lengths. Flame of Atlanta, Ramelpa third, and then came Blackbeard, Valerian, Something's Felt, Angel Spirit, Satirical Miss. Behind these, Petite Falou and Lady Arlington with Priority Paid last to greet the judge. Well, it sprinted away before they got about the 300, and it was too good there. Final exhibit number 7 put a gap on them soon after they came round the home turn. Great Sterling Knight then will be the last to move along. 1400 metres. All in. Set now. Bradman the grey drawn in 2, Zapors alongside it, My Serenic reared and settled, and they're away. Bradman out reasonably, and one of the first out, Royal Voyage ahead of Hot Touch, bustled out looking for the lead early. My Serenic settling third, Sterling Knight goes forward, and then another Marauder as they settle into stride now. Zapor is third to last. And heading to the 1100 metres, it's Hot Touch in front. Royal Voyage is cruising up into second placing, and Sterling Knight, the outside, is third. They're being followed by My Serenic, then the grey Bradman on the inside from Mr Bombastic. A length and a half, another Marauder, who's out wide around Yuan, and Russian Rebel on the rail, and then 2 lengths Zapor on the inside, and Mercatus is around it. Off the back of the 800, and the leader is Hot Touch, nearly a length in front. Mr Bombastic is second. 2 lengths away is Sterling Knight, the outside of Royal Voyage. More than 2 My Serenic outside of Bradman, and then a length further back is another Marauder. A length and a half away in the field is Mercatus out wide around Yuan in the centre. Russian Rebel the rail, and Zapor is last as they swing around the corner near the 450 metre mark. Hot Touch led from Mr Bombastic, and Sterling Knight pink cap third. Royal Voyage in behind them, and they're followed by Bradman, My Serenic, and another Marauder is down the outside, but Mr Bombastic burst away. Royal Voyage, more than 2 lengths away, is trying hard to match his acceleration, and then came Sterling Knight on the outside. Mr Bombastic 100 out though, has a goodly lead over Royal Voyage and Sterling Knight, and Mr Bombastic wins again. He's flying. Beat Royal Voyage by over 2. Sterling Knight third, and then another Marauder, Yuan, Zapor, followed by Bradman, Mercatus. In behind those were My Serenic, trailed by Hot Touch and Russian Rebel last to greet the judge. Mr Bombastic, ridden by Brad Rewiller, trained at Mornington by Peter Healy, just keeps answering every challenge thrown at him, and he's now won 5 in a row. Starting in late June with a class race number 5. Over near the outside, Piper's ready. Cadigan will come up and complete the lineup then. Now Cadigan linked in, and they're set to go. Most open race, 5th event, they're on their way. Pipe nearly fell at the start, went down on his nose over on the outside. Reneg bounded away very quickly and leads Freeman in the early part. On their outside is Noble Chief settling in third, a length and a half away, Drawn for Trouble through on the inside of Itiati, and then above the law easing back. Going forward, Pipe, middle of the field now on the outside of Finnegan. A length and a half to Cadigan, Majestic Avenue, Kelray, and assuredly is last of all and has his mouth wide open at the 1100, wants to go faster. It's Reneg doing it pretty comfortably in the early part of this 1600 metre race, and he strolls along to the 1000 metre mark untroubled by 2. Noble Chief is second, Freeman is third, 2 lengths Itiati in 4th placing from Drawn for Trouble, and then Pipe on the outside. Above the law and neck away, a length and a half to Finnegan, 1 to Cadigan, 1 Majestic Avenue, Kelray, and assuredly now taken out wide at the 800 metre mark to start a run. Reneg has been left completely alone. He'll be enjoying this. He's a length and a half in front. Noble Chief second before the turn. Pipe around the outside. Freeman the rail from Itiati. Assuredly he's gone up quickly now to be about sixth around the turn. And back behind those horses, Drawn for Trouble, followed by Kelray. Majestic Avenue is next to last as they swing into the straight. Reneg in front of Piper, who's gone up in a hurry on the outside. And Itiati's coming on now, and the white blinkers on the outside, followed by Freeman, Drawn for Trouble, and then above the law as they get to the 200. Itiati's moved up now to join Reneg and Pipe between them. Freeman had to ease off their heels. It's Itiati taking the lead now from Reneg, Pipe and Freeman. Itiati comfortably ridden in the last bit, and Itiati wins it from Reneg. Freeman got up for third in front of Pipe, which has been a big run, then Drawn for Trouble. Above the law, Filligan, Kelray in a blanket finish next. Majestic Avenue, followed by Assuredly Cadogan and Noble Chief. In a wide open race, that ended up starting favourite Itiati to pay about 5.10 and 2.10, beating Reneg, who'd had a comfortable run in front, about $2.30, and a photo for third. It's 1.9 and a photo. Oh, now what's that red out there? Keener settled. St Royal also red. Now they're off. Northeast Sheila began okay in the middle with Cal Power, and away quickly is Keener, going out very fast. Lazophony jumped away okay with Fine Action. As they settle down now, Snelster's got a fair way back in the field, but it's Northeast Sheila, a clear leader, settling down. Right